About to do some yoga. Today we're joined by Ruby, Luna, Shelby. Friend Dylan's warming up the mats. Hi, friend. And this pixie over there. We have our audience this evening of all positive energy. Hello, good morning. Good morning. All right, we got Charlie follows. 30-minute yoga to feel good. And it is, let me see what time it is. 4:12 a.m. So it's perfect. First, we're gonna make some coffee. So we can have it ready when we're done. Folders. What is that? What is that light? What is that light from above? Sorry. Just making 2 cups. Coffee. Make some water. I wish upon my daughter. All right, let's go do some yoga. That's Pixie. They love to be on my mat. All right, let's get to work. Almost 5 o'clock. Yoga's done. I'm gonna get in the shower, but I wanted to share. I have to be a little quiet. My daughters are still asleep, and I'm by my microphone, so yeah, I don't think you can hear me. Step away from the camera. Anyway, I'm going to start taking Strattera today. I was able to see a psychiatrist yesterday, so I want to talk about that to get diagnosed. Validation of the ADHD. So yeah, we'll see how this works. I've read a lot of good things about it, so I'm gonna take this. The type of I'm sorry. Good to the last drop. Luna's always there. Luna. Hi, Luna. She's best in show. Luna's best in show. Look at her tail. Alright, so cheers. Good morning. Thank you for this beautiful day. Alright, so let's pop this baby. I want to talk more about it though. You okay? It's the generic amoxicillin. 40 milligrams to start. I take the blue pill. The red or the blue? I like that it's blue. All right. All right. I know it's gonna take it can take 4 to 8 weeks to see difference. So today's day 1. All right, I'm gonna go get in the shower before my daughters get up, so I have some time. I don't have to rush, and I'll see you when I'm done getting ready.
Hey, I'm back. So it's already almost, I think it's almost 11. And yeah, I had to get my daughter, the older one, to work this morning around 7. But had kind of a little small, minor emergency with Shelby, my Dobie. My old lady baby, she has like a mass and it was kind of bleeding a little bit. So taking care of the old lady, making sure she's good. Shelby, where is she? There she is. So cleaned it all up, and she's good. She's good. But yeah, so I wanted to talk about taking that dose of Strattera, the amoxicillin this morning. I think it was hard to say because I did feel kind of calm. Like it was like when I was on the road, I've done I think 2 Ubers after I dropped off my daughter. I turned Uber on and was able to get a couple rides. And funny enough, one of them was a truck driver. I picked him up and he had his bobtail sitting out there in the front. I was like, "Is that your truck?" He was like, "Yeah." And we just started. Oh my God, he was making me laugh. He said that he thought, "Don't get fat." He's like, "I've been driving for 10 years. Look at me, I'm huge." And I was like, "Well, the plan is to not. The plan is to stay as healthy as possible. Eat. You know, I guess it's a thing. I guess it's a stigma of truck drivers. So that's funny. Yeah, he was cracking me up. And then picked up somebody from the airport and took them downtown. So, but I was feeling really sleepy because I mean I've been up since 3. So I don't know. I don't know if it was the placebo effect or whatever, but I kind of felt kind of leveled. Yeah, it was like, but good. Not like sedated or anything, but just even. And but I know it's the first day, and I'm fully aware that it takes 4 to 8 weeks, but I'm just, yeah, that's how I felt today. But I was really sleepy. I started getting sleepy, so I came home and I took a nap, and I fell asleep for about a good, I would say 45 minutes. I fell asleep. But yeah, so far so good, you know. So I'll talk a little bit about, I don't want to keep you guys too long and want you guys to stay engaged, you know, hang out with me. It's beautiful here in San Antonio. Birds everywhere. Yeah, so nice. So the appointment wasn't online. It was through, who did I do it to? Through my daughter told me about ZocDoc. You get on there and you put what kind of doctor or who you're looking for and why, and it brings you up a list of people. So I just kind of chose from a list of psychiatrists, and I found this one. Her name is Cynthia, and it was cash because I don't have insurance. That was like one of the things why I wasn't going to get any kind of help with this ADHD thing. But it was only $200, and so I had the $200, and yeah, I mean, I don't know what it is about getting validation of something that you already knew, but when, you know, after we're done talking and stuff like that, I'll put it right here, this little clip.
Looking at your ADHD screening, so it's based on a 6-point scale, and pretty much anything 4 and above is, consistent with ADHD. The max is 6, and you've scored a 6. Mm-hmm. So very, very highly consistent with ADHD. Mm-hmm.
I recorded it for me to go back and look at maybe someday. I don't know. So yeah, I'm on, ADHD. So anyway, I don't know, like I said, what it was about the validation. We decided to go with a non-stimulant medication because I do have history of drug abuse, and chasing that dopamine is what you do when you are addicted to anything, whether that's shopping, gambling, eating, drugs, alcohol, you're chasing that dopamine reward. That's the addiction part of it. So I'm good with that. Like, I mean, obviously I have no choice, but I do not want to take I don't want to take a stimulant medication. So what we're gonna do this. So going into it with an open mind and seeing where it takes me in a couple weeks. She says we'll increase it in a month, and just follow up in a month. So it was as easy as that. I think the good thing is that I have been on this healing journey, so that way I understand my brain more. I've healed the trauma noise, so now just navigating this world, understanding that I do have ADHD, and what I can do to help myself make it easier in a normal world for somebody with an abnormal mind. I think the telltale sign is going to be when I start school this weekend, or actually tomorrow I have an orientation I have to go to for the school thing, at I think like at 12, and it's going to be like a 3-hour ordeal, so we'll see how that goes. And then Saturday is school from 8 to 5, and that's like more of an orientation for the actual school. This is for the people who are sponsoring the school, and then Saturday is the first day of school where we take our paperwork and stuff, and then Sunday. So yeah, it's good stuff. I'm excited, but yeah, I was talking to her about like when I was younger, like all the stuff that I know now. Super ADHD. I talk a lot. I was always a talker in class, and when I was a kid, always asking questions, which I know now that's kind of cool because I want to know all kind of stuff. And I mean, as a mom, it was really hard looking back. Like, I mean, I did have like other things like depression and anxiety, the executive dysfunction. Oh my God, like I could never get it together, ever. I mean, sometimes, I would get like this, like, let's clean. But sometimes also that was other things, like I was on different kind of medications back then. Yeah, so, I had little glimpses of a clean house. But like trying to raise 3 kids when your brain does not function, as a normal person, I would get it comes with some shame on that end too, because like, why can't I keep everything together? Like, why can't I do the laundry? I still can't do it. Like, it's something that I'm gonna have to work on, and hopefully this medication will work, right? But yeah, it comes with a lot of like, I felt like I wasn't enough, like, to do things. Like, why couldn't I do that? Like, I would go to other people's houses and they always had things together. It took somebody to say that they were going to come over. I'm like, oh my God, we need to clean. Like, we were good though. The kids did whatever they wanted. We were happy, a slumber party. I mean, I was just like, let's just hang out in the living room and build forts. Let's go and hang out at the park and, be in the sun. I was a stay-home mom, so we just did whatever we wanted. Let's eat whatever, because I didn't cook. Pizza, processed food, Pop-Tarts, whatever, just throw it in the microwave. We did a lot. I still don't cook. I mean, I make easy stuff, but it makes sense now is what I'm trying to say. And a lot of us, we suffered. I was told that I was bipolar, because I would have like these just like dysregulated freak out attacks. No, it was ADHD. And dysregulated nervous system from childhood trauma. So we fixed that. Now I feel a lot better. I feel more regulated in my system, within myself, connected to the higher self and all that is. Yeah, it's good stuff. So I'm not going to keep you guys anymore. This is already almost 10 minutes. I'm gonna eat something small. I'm back on my vitamins. I'm gonna start taking my vitamins. And L-tyrosine, I stopped taking it like a while back. It's supposed to help, you know, norepinephrine and dopamine inhibitors and all these things, which is what the Strattera is doing. The norepinephrine. I watched a bunch of YouTube videos on it last night and read some stuff on Reddit and other people. Some it worked for some and it didn't for some. So I'm gonna go into it with an open mind. I'm excited. I want to be able to just like focus on things, you know. Let's get this show on the road. Anyway, I'm gonna go do some Uber. Gotta make the money, you know. We still gotta do that, and I'm okay with that because doing Uber is not hard. It's just sometimes it can get emotional, like just social battery draining. All right. Well, anyway, yeah, that's the beginning of this ADHD journey. This is day 1 of Strattera, and we'll catch you guys a little later. By the way, morning routine is very important. If you can do at least, you know, a couple times a week, you know, my yoga, I think, is what keeps me sane, and doing meditation and sitting with myself, stopping the thinking mind, stopping the looping thoughts, because they're happening, but at least I know I can stop it and observe them and know that they're just thoughts, you know. So yeah, anyway, have a good day.